The Red Wolves Coaches Show, featuring Blake Anderson, sponsored by Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield, Arvest Bank, Super Sports Chevy Dealers, St. Bernard's Healthcare, and Stevens Incorporated.
It was Senior Day Saturday at Centennial Bank Stadium as the Red Wolves hosted Georgia Southern. A-State defeating the Eagles by the final score of 38-33. It was the fourth straight win for the Red Wolves. And Coach, this also clinched a 9th consecutive winning season for your program. And considering everything this particular team has been through, that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, they've been through a lot. This adversity off the field before the season over the last year or two, and then the injuries on the field with as many guys down. Just can't say enough about this group of guys. And you want Senior Day to be memorable, and obviously this game will be exactly that for them. They did a great job finishing it.
17 seniors leaving Centennial Bank Stadium on a winning note. We'll take a look at the first half highlights when we come back on the Red Wolves Coaches Show. And we welcome you back into the Red Wolves Coaches Show. A-State winning over Georgia Southern Saturday by the score of 38-33 on Senior Day. As we take a look now at the first half highlights, temperature at 46 degrees at kickoff. It felt like November weather. You won the toss, took the football first. They stop you on 4th down, and then a big run here by Wesley Kennedy. Their #1 running back came in averaging over 100 yards a game, but a touchdown-saving tackle by Jeremy Smith. You end up holding them here to a field goal.
Yeah, just the effort to get the guy on the ground after he busted was huge. I mean, Jeremy's one of our fastest guys, and he goes down. It holds him to a field goal, so it saves us 4 points. And then we get going offensively. Felt like our matchups in the back end were going to be really good. Did not expect for Jay Adams to make 2 or 3 one-handed grabs with the guys draped all over him, but he obviously is a freak of nature when it comes to strength and the ability to play the ball at the top. And so we're able to get things going, and we ran the ball well at times too. They gave up the edge on us a couple times, and we were able to get outside, and there was more balance than we thought going in. We felt we'd have to throw it, but we were able to run the ball when we needed to, and Jay comes up big here and gets us on the board with another great catch with a defender draped all over him again. They're grabbing basically everything they can grab, but not enough to keep him away from the ball.
Yeah, his second one-handed catch on the drive. He ended up with 7 catches, a career-high 158 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. Here's Shai Wertz, and well, I know you'll be glad when he graduates after next season. He still has another year, though, and he had a heck of a game yesterday, kept Georgia Southern in it.
Yeah, I thought we played the triple option as well as we've ever played it here in 6 years at seeing different versions of it. The scheme that we put in, Coach Duggan and the crew did a great job of bottling up here on 4th and 2. We owned the line of scrimmage. We strung out the pitches. They had the one big run early, but it was the times that they went to kind of more of a normal offense where Shai Wertz was able to improvise and things broke down is when really they had their success. But the triple option, we handled it most of the night, and this was another great example to stop them on 4th and 2. They give up the edge here, and we get outside. We're able to get some momentum going offensively here. And again, they just really could not match up with us in the back end. Jay Adams having another big post ball here for a touchdown to get us up.
That was the final play of the first quarter, 63 yards on the touchdown pass from Lane Hatcher to Jonathan Adams. Big day for Lane yesterday, 19 of 24, 354 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a nice slide into the sideline.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's played some baseball in his career, I guess. Yeah, he played really well. Did not, he had the fumble, but he did not throw a pick, which was huge. And this was big. I mean, this is to get a turnover. When we played these guys last year, they did not put a ball on the ground. They did not throw an interception. I mean, we sped it up, put the ball out, and then to get the big hit here by B.J. Edmonds on Senior Day, couldn't happen better. And look, Takua's like, there's just a ball laying on the ground. I think I'll fall on it. Pretty good deal. I don't know if he knew he could have picked that up and scored, but it was we needed it and get it back. And again, we go right at them, one play drive. They were not lined up in a sound way against that bunch set. We had 2 wide open guys. It's kind of pick your poison, and Omar gets in. So everybody's having a good day right now.
Yeah, Omar Bayless, 7 catches, 113 yards. and a touchdown yesterday, broke the single-season receiving yards mark in the Sun Belt Conference. Here's another great play by Shai Werts, just making something happen on 3rd and long.
Yeah, everybody's covered, and he just does a great job of extending. Here he's just really faster to get to the edge. We've got a body for him, and he just is faster than the body that's supposed to tackle him. You know, these guys came into the season one of the best in the country kicking off, and this could not happen at a better time. We get it to our fastest dude, and we get to the field, and they do a poor job covering. That's just not something you normally hear about Georgia Southern. They are really good at special teams. They spend a lot of time on it, and they normally play with great effort, but they just got out-leveraged, and 13 can run. So we needed that big, huge lift emotionally, sideline everywhere. So this it's one of those, in this kind of game against a really good opponent, you get a non-traditional touchdown, it helps big.
In the meantime, your defense continues to answer the bell here, and you know, you talk about the job they did. 6 sacks, 13 tackles for a loss, both season highs. You saw the play there by Anthony Switzer, the true freshman out of Marion. And there, here you come back. Kirk Merritt in the end zone again. This time he climbs the ladder for his 11th touchdown catch of the year.
Yeah, he does that as good as anybody. Gets up, plays above the rim. That was another one-play drive. I mean, time of possession, we weren't helping ourselves at all with time of possession. We go right back, 2nd and 12. Again, they break down with it's not quarterback draw, it's just him stepping up through the pocket. We've even got a spy on him about half the time. He's just so fast. Knew something crazy was coming. We got really fortunate here. We sped the guy up, made him uncomfortable, and he's not able to throw the ball well. I mean, sometimes you got to get a little luck that goes your way. They are able to pass rush, really good up front, end up getting the safety here. You know, mainly not allowing him to score the touchdown was huge. But it wasn't so much now whether we give up a safety or we punt. We just kept him out of the end zone, and at that point we can go back and play some defense.
Here's Georgia Southern driving down, just over 2 minutes to go in the half. They pull a fake field goal here, just a ball that's floated up in the air, and their holder ends up coming down with it for a first down.
Yeah, which I really think we came down with it. He pulled it out on the ground, but we should have batted the ball down. One of the ugliest fake field goals I've ever seen, but it does get them in the end zone right before the half.
I want to go back now and look at that kickoff return for a touchdown by Kirk Merritt. You mentioned how good Georgia Southern was in kickoff coverage. They were actually first in the nation going into the afternoon.
Yeah, and the guy normally kicks it out of the end zone, which is crazy. So they've got the wind here, and we were really cautious of even having a normal return call because we don't want to give up what we're doing. But we went ahead and went with a field return, and basically what's going to happen is we're going to double these two guys right here and try to take them out of the return. It's going to leave these two out in space, and we needed one critical block. That block's got to happen. It's a one-on-one block, and we're able to get that done. And the rest is a really fast guy making a lot of guys look slow. So he somehow hangs the ball on the 5 with the wind, which never happens. You can see the double teams happening there, and we get one kick-out block. Basically, he had to make one guy miss, and he did it. And that's we always give him a hard time. If you let the kicker tackle you, you get fired. He's going to cross the guy over and finish in the end zone. This is huge when you consider how good they are at kicking it out of the end zone and covering. Nobody had returned the ball past the 25 on them all year. And they played some pretty good folks. But we did a great job. Everybody did their job. No flags. I kept looking for a flag because typically you have a hold or a block in the back. But we did it perfectly, and we needed a touchdown. It came at a great time.
First kickoff return for a touchdown by a Red Wolf since Blaze Taylor in the 2015 New Orleans Bowl. A-State leads it at the half, 35-19. We'll take a look at the second half highlights when we come back on the Red Wolves Coaches Show. And we welcome you back into the Red Wolves Coaches Show. A-State leading Georgia Southern at the intermission by the score of 35-19 as we take a look now at the second half highlights. And Georgia Southern came out, got the football first to begin things in the third quarter, and important for your team to hold on to the lead. And obviously, you know, a concern with Shai Werts out there at quarterback, but the pressure coming here, and Kevin Thurman with one of his 2 sacks on the afternoon.
Yeah, he had a big night. Coverage kind of held him off the ball, so we're able to get there. I mean, he tried to throw a quick game on third medium. We're able to get to him by making him pull the ball back up, get the ball back to us, and big conversion here on 3rd and 8. Brandon Bolden getting the ball. Love to see my center come down here and gain some ground on him, come roll up a couple guys down the field. I mean, Jacob still just loves to play. It's fun to watch him. It's fun to watch him, and he just always never gives up on a play. So we improvise a little bit here, a little RPO. They jump the RPO, and Omar does a great job of just finding some open grass. That is not how that was designed, but sometimes you just got to get lucky a little bit. So we're going to end up going down here and getting a field goal. I'd love to have seen us score a touchdown. Just knew that they were not done scoring. With Shy Werts, there's always a chance. And so we're going to get a field goal here and get ourselves a little bit more room, and it proved to be enough. But, man, they made it tough in the second half for us.
Red Wolves up 19 at this point as they go up 38-19 now midway through that 3rd quarter, and Shy Werts able to escape and go off on a big run. This one goes for 64 yards and sets up Georgia Southern inside the red zone, and they're about to get in to make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, how did he get out of that? Well, there's
I
people everywhere. We got spies. We got all kind of people. He just does a great job. I cannot imagine how he steps through that, but he does. Not only does he step through it, but then he gets down the sideline, starting to make it closer. You just kind of had a feel that they were going to stay in it. We moved it really, really well. I think the biggest problem we had for the night offensively was just in short yardage situations. They're just built really well up front, and we did not convert in some 3rd and 1s. Had to punt when we didn't want to. Right here, thought about going forward on 4th and 2. Felt like Blake could make it. He's just a little bit off. He's been so consistent all year. There's 3 points right here. Just felt like any points were good. They're not really built to come from behind, although they tried really hard to do so. Much better job here bottling him up. We had a spy in the situation that could hold him in there and not let him out. Great kick here by Cody. Man, flipping the field. Had a lot of respect for their return game, too. They've already returned one for a touchdown this year. We didn't want to let him get loose.
We go to the 4th quarter now. A-State still up 38-27. And, Shy Werts averages about 7 pass attempts a game, so he's dropping back a lot. And he threw it 24 times last night. But, again, another sack. Your defensive front comes up big.
Great play on the triple right here, 2nd and 10. Put him into an uncomfortable situation. Here he goes doing what he does well. Just steps up. I don't know how fast Tajay Chambers is, but that is not a matchup typically that's in our favor. Him one-on-one, but got him on the ground, get it back to us, and let's go to work. So, everybody doing their part. I still don't quite understand this call. I felt like he was pushed out. They end up saying he was stepped out on his own and came back in on his own. Don't see it. I'm going to argue that one all day. Another great catch, though, by Jay Adams.
Here's Georgia Southern with the ball again. 9 minutes to go in the ball game, and you see the little option pitch. This is one of 13 tackles for a loss on the day. There you see Jeremy Smith coming in from his corner spot to make the play, and here's pressure again. William Bradley King with the sack. He had 1.5 sacks on the day, leads the Sun Belt with 8.5 on the year. Yeah,
I think he finished 2nd last year just behind Ronnie Bingham, and comes back. Thought we should have got some help from the officials right here. That's clearly offensive pass interference. They almost called it on Omar Bayless earlier in the game, but they get away with it here. They got to go for 2. We're able to defend this, and it keeps us in a position where it's going to take a touchdown. We're moving the ball. We wanted to try to run all the 4 minutes off the clock. They had all their timeouts left, so still a lot of things working against us. And we scramble here, and I thought the game was going to be over. We had really had a first. We're going to probably be able to run all their timeouts away from them, and they're able to reach out and strip the ball. Still get it back. Guys did a great job hustling to get it at the bottom of the pile, and we've got a field goal opportunity, and we just are a little bit to the right. Again, Blake's been so good all year, just a little bit off, and they get the chance to go down and score. They got a chance to win a game here. They got timeouts, and they've got some momentum going all the way down to the 32 at this point. Not feeling real good about how things are going, but this is a huge play on the sack to put them in a difficult situation at 4th and 11.
Yeah, Kevin Thurman, the big sack on 3rd down. Now it's 4th and 11. Shy Werts trying to run for the first down. He dives for it, and he gets tackled a half yard short of the first down marker. Big play there by Tajay Chambers and Jarius Romanek. You see how close it actually was.
It was too close.
A-State wins it as the celebration is on. 38-33, the final. Favorite play in the book is Lane Hatcher takes a knee and runs out the clock. The Red Wolves improved to 7-4 on the season, 5-2 in league play. Defensive front did a great job all day, tied the season high with 6 sacks. This is one of them by Kevin Thurman.
Yeah, we're in third and medium, and so he does get the sack, and he's going to do a great job of defeating the cut block and getting to the quarterback. But really a part of it is what's happening. They're running a quick out route here. We're able to hold this off. Shai Werts has to hang on the ball for a little bit and allows us to get there on the sack. For a big guy, not easy when you're trying to get cut. Typically these guys will go down. I thought KT did a great job of playing off of it. Love the synchronized celebration there at the end. I'm not sure. I mean, Will Bradley's key is he's going to beg for half a sack right there. He is touching the guy's ankle, I think, on the bottom. But, yeah, we needed that. Got him off the field and got the ball back to the offense.
Again, 6 sacks, a season high, 13 tackles for a loss. Good job by the defense. And one thing you did, and you didn't see it here, but we saw a lot more 4-man front yesterday as well.
Yeah, we had to go in with a completely different scheme against the triple, and they did a great job of going out and playing it soundly and disciplined. You know, everybody had what they needed to have to get them off the field on triple option.
Again, A-State wins at 38-33. More to come on the Red Wolves Coaches Show right after this. And time now for those final stats brought to you by Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield. You see Georgia Southern with a little bit of an edge as far as total yards are concerned. The turnovers were even. You had a slight edge in explosive plays, but there you see the sack total, 13 tackles for a loss, also a season high. And, you know, one thing we talked about too, you held them to 5 for 14 on third down and 1 for 4 on fourth down.
Yeah, and the fourth downs were huge. Obviously, the biggest one being the last play of the game, being able to get the ball back to the offense to run the clock out. But, you know, the hidden yardage with them, with just the triple option, the ability to keep them at the line of scrimmage and not give up explosives, that's really what put them into a different mode. And we had a lot of one-play drives, which is crazy too. Time of possession is not on there, but I'm sure it was well in their favor. But we got the points we needed. Tough second half, but found a way to win, and the guys, man, they played really, really well and played hard all night long.
Again, A-State wins it over Georgia Southern by the final score of 38-33. The Red Wolves clinched their 9th consecutive winning season, improving to 7-4 overall, 5-2 in Sun Belt Conference play. More to come on the Red Wolves Coaches Show right after this. Wrapping things up here on the Red Wolves Coaches Show. Regular season finale coming up Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock. A-State heading to South Alabama.
Yeah, I've never played a game Friday at 4 o'clock, but we're going to this week. We need to win this one to get to 8. Excited about how the guys are playing, but this will be tough because there'll be limited crowd and a team with a tough record. So our guys are going to get up and play because they want to play. Again,
A-State takes on South Alabama Friday at 4 in Mobile, Alabama. Our coverage begins at 2 on the EAB Red Wolves Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. You can also see that game on ESPN+. For Coach Anderson and everyone that's been a part of this one, I'm Matt Stiltz. Good night, everybody.
The Red Wolves Coaches Show, sponsored by Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield, Arvest Bank, Super Sports Chevy Dealers, St. Bernard's Healthcare, and Stevens Incorporated.